I'm gonna make a strong attempt to keep edits in this video very minimal, as I want this to be a very authentic expression, straight from the heart, no performance. If I'm performing, then let it be my authentic performance. Yeah, I'm gonna remain heart-centered and rooted in this. I'm at a public park, so if I find myself distracted, maybe we'll just take a moment to be with that and let it be as it is. My heart is, speaking of heart and being heart-centered, my heart is feeling torn in many places, heavy, sickened, in pain. I'm not sure the words to describe it because I don't want to describe my heart as sick, but maybe in a sense it is sore, or it's dealing with some temporary pains, growing pains perhaps, as I'm navigating a lot of new chapters in my life. And it's very difficult to be vulnerable at a public park because I feel the urge to cry and express some feelings that are... It's funny because I'm going to put this out on the internet, but that it doesn't feel as revealing as flesh to flesh, eye to eye, these people walking by me, potentially hearing me cry or talk about how seemingly difficult my life has been during this juncture, and beautiful. It's been both. It's been this incredible mixture of sweet, savory, incredible memories that will shape me as a person, and have been. I feel myself actively shifting and changing and becoming someone new, and at the very same time I am experiencing shifts in my life that are scary and concerning. Not concerning as in like I'm not sure. Concerning as in I've been feeling this identity crisis recently, like watching videos of my old self or tuning into what it felt like to be me 5 years ago, or me even last year, and realizing that although ultimately I am the same person, I'm also completely different. My life is completely different. The people I'm surrounded by are completely different. And throughout the last few weeks and few months, I've been noticing myself partaking in habits that have existed throughout my entire life, but I am more aware of them and more unnerved by them than I've ever been. And I perceive that this is just the cycle of growth. You know, you're changing as an individual, you being me. I'm changing as an individual. My perspective in life is changing, and when my actions aren't aligning with this shift in perspective, it is much more noticeable as an incredibly stark contrast to my wants and my needs. My desires have changed. Who I thought I wanted to be and what I thought I wanted and how I thought I wanted to carry myself in the world has changed. And, well, I suppose I'm noticing more than ever that change, especially internally, is fucking scary. All my empaths, energetic spiritualists out there, go ahead and comment a standing guy emoji if you feel like you find a spot that is completely empty and silent and nobody's around for a while, and the moment you sit down and are in that, everyone starts gathering. It's like just the energy attracting. I'm not sure. I feel awkward sharing such deep and personal aspects of myself in the midst of so many people and distractions and woof woofs. We can call this the soundtrack of life. I'm sure many of you have navigated this within your own realms through meditation or yoga when there are loud, distracting sounds and your attempt to pull yourself in can feel like frustration. You know, you're trying to move yourself into a state that you just are not in or you want to achieve, but it seems like the world is like, no, you can't achieve this. And I've come to realize it's not personal. You know, this is a collective happening here. But also, you know, if something's not working in the circumstance, you know, you can either accept it, just let it be as it is and keep moving forward, just deep acceptance, which is a practice. The frustrations will come. It's not about pretending we're not frustrated or upset, more about just acknowledging that those feelings are there and they're real. Or you can change. You can change, and circling back to what I was saying before I got distracted, change is fucking scary. And it's work. And sometimes it's not work. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you just are as you are and change just occurs because this is the natural cycle of life. This is just the way things are. Wheel of Fortune. We cycle through changes inevitably. Nothing stays the same. Nothing is the same as it was 2 seconds ago. 1 second ago, half a second ago, something has already shifted. My blood vessels have moved to a different place. This person has walked from point A to point B. A leaf on a tree has fallen. The wind has moved a different direction from here to there. Things are always moving and always changing. This is an inevitable thing. My process right now is like the process of just accepting and being and allowing and vibrating at a frequency that is in resonance with my truth and what is authentic to me. And I guess the part that is so terrifying is because there's been so much change, I'm questioning what is authentic to me. What do I want? What is even real? Do I really want this, or do I want this because somebody told me I wanted this, or that it's a good idea, or this is how I should live my life? And it seems that the things I want, they feel unreachable. They feel impossible. I feel like I looked up this mountain, this tall mountain. I said, I gotta get up there. I have to be up there. And so I gathered all the material to get up there, and I started walking, and I felt like I've been walking for miles, and I look up and I haven't even made a dent. I haven't even walked an inch, let alone a fucking mile. That's what it feels like. I'm not saying that's the reality. I don't want to convince my brain that that's the truth, that's the reality of the situation, because it's likely not. If I zoom out just enough, in fact, if I zoom out a lot, if I zoom out to the me 5 years ago that has changed so much, it is the change that shows me the distance that I've walked or climbed or what have you, the distance traveled. And the stark difference in my life is what shows me the progress that I have made. Although at times it feels like I am not progressing, although at times it feels like I have reverted back into an old way, an old pattern that has not served me in so long, although sometimes it feels like I am falling into a dark cesspit of insecurity and self-hatred that I fear I will never escape, although it feels like that sometimes. That is the illusion, and then I try to rationalize it in my mind. I tend to imagine myself as this logical thinker because I have this Gemini moon, because I want to, find point A to point B, but I can connect points that, really had nothing to do with each other. Really, I can make up new points. I can make, point A, point 3. That's a decimal, A.3. It's not even a real point in time. It's not even, it was all in my head. I made up these ideas and stories that have been regurgitated to me that I'm perpetuating. And see, that's the cycle I get stuck in, is that I'm like, well, why am I perpetuating these stories? What's wrong with me? Why am I like this? Why am I not changing? But throughout this conversation with you, my friend, who is me, looking at myself in a little screen. Funny. Having this conversation is revealing in a way that I'm looking back on me 5 years ago. And 5 years ago, I wasn't talking to me here. I was in a lot of pain. I was beating myself up. I was still in attachment patterns and not fully recognizing them, and I didn't have a car, which I do now, and I didn't have an apartment, which I don't anymore, but I had never had my own 5 years ago. And now I have. And now I've gotten the opportunity to understand that that's not exactly something that I enjoy, having an apartment. Now I'm on the journey to building a van. See, this is not even something that I was considering 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was not performing on stage for people. 5 years ago, I didn't make money at my first solo show. It was really hard for me a second ago to come up with things that I hadn't done 5 years ago, because I was realizing that I was like, oh, maybe I haven't changed much at all. This is why I want minimal editing, because maybe you could see it in my face where I was starting to doubt, like, have I really changed? Because I was seeing the patterns that I'm seeing now that haven't fully changed, that continue to come out. My insecurity, my lack of self-worth. I stayed in bed until 2 p.m. today. Honestly, I was awake most of the time. And I was spending my time gratifying myself and receiving short-term serotonin boosts. And it felt horrible. I didn't even drink any water. I still barely have drinking enough water today. But I put minerals in my water. I don't think I was putting minerals in my water 5 years ago, or even considering that. That maybe that's what I need, that I need to nourish my body, let alone I did not have a partner who loved me as much as my current one does. Pray to the Lord that this one sticks around enough for a while, hopefully till the end, because I love him a lot and he takes care of me and he's good to me. And 5 years ago, I didn't have somebody who was so good to me, who loved me so much, who wanted so badly for me to stay in their life, who is willing to work with me and be kind to me even though I'm freaking out and screaming and shaking my fist to the universe. How dare you, universe? Why treat me like such a cosmic joke? And this person to look at me and hug me, hold me, and tell me, it's okay. Your ancestors are here with you. I didn't have that 5 years ago. There's a lot that I have right now that I didn't have 5 years ago. And there's a lot that I'm still working on that I was working on 5 years ago. Both of these things are true. Both of these things are allowed to be true. It doesn't have to be one or the other. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. And throughout this journey, and this is what I wanted to talk about the most, it seems the theme of change overtook the initial theme that I had in mind. But what I really wanted to touch on and address ultimately is we as a species need each other. We need each other. We cannot do this alone. And that is the biggest change in my life, is that
I don't feel alone. I had 5 years ago so many people in my life, and not any of those people held my hand through deep darkness. And now I am not friends with any of those people. I barely communicate with majority of them, if not at all. But right now, I have so many people, and each and every one of the people in my life right now that I allow into my life as deeply as they are in it, hold my hand when I need them. And they don't even question it. Not ever do they make me feel bad about it. I have a community that is willing to hold me even if they don't know me, have never spoken to me, will kiss me on the forehead and treat me like a daughter. Even though we've connected 3-4 times, maybe tops, you know? And I'm so sorry if I have pushed away this community in an attempt to sabotage the love in my life. Because 5 years ago, I couldn't trust a single person to love me unconditionally. 5 years ago, there were conditions to the love that I was receiving, and those conditions hurt me and dissuade my trust. So to my community, to my friends, to my soul family, to all the people that support me, to every single person that I love, I'm so sorry if it seems like I am pushing you away, that I am quiet, or that I have isolated. Whether you've noticed it or not, whether it's blatant or it's subtle, I'm sorry. And I want to be around more, and I'm going to be around more, and I'm going to reach out more when I need a friend and when I need a hug. And thank you so much for all the people who have noticed I was hurting when I never even said that I was hurting. And who held me and didn't let me just walk away and wallow. Thank you for every single person that encouraged me not to rot alone in my bed and to come and hang out, even though it was hard. Thank you to every single one of you who has encouraged my music, and to all of you who listen to it and enjoy it and share feedback. Tell me how much you love it. I know I don't always respond to the messages, but that's because I'm so scared of receiving love, because I'm so scared that it's not real. And I'm so scared to lose it. But I love you all so much. And I know it's real. And changing is so painful sometimes. But I have never felt so much in my life. And rest assured, I've never felt so much love. Oh my goodness. It is so painful at first to accept love. That is like the biggest change in my life, is loving myself and like accepting love and just bringing it in and just surrendering to this deep, deep love that exists everywhere, even in this grass and in this tree and in this sunset and all the beauty all around me. And I mean, there is love everywhere you look. Everywhere. I mean, the fact that you can look or feel or experience or sense at all is an act of love. And I know, oh my God, I know it's so fucking hard to see that when you are in such a rut and when shit just hurts so much and you just want to fucking give up and honestly end your life. Speaking for myself, but I'm sure there are people who understand and feel what I'm saying. God, I know it's so hard to see it. That's the fucking hardest part. The easy part is giving in to the self-doubt. That's easy. It feels harder. It hurts more, but it's easier. It hurts more in the long run. It hurts less in the moment. But then when you look back on it, you realize, fuck, I fucked up. I could have had all this, and why did I do this to myself? Why did I give it all up? Why? The hard part is to just surrender and just be you and just love you for all that you are, all that you're feeling, even the suicidal ideation. Yeah, love you anyway. And then tell somebody. Let them know how you're feeling. Even if you're ashamed, tell them, especially because you're ashamed. Reach out. Tell somebody. Tell me. Tell me. If you don't feel like you have anybody and you're watching this video, fucking tell me. Comment down below. Reach out to me on Instagram. Find me at my next show. Ask me for a hug. Tell me you can't do this alone. You need a fucking hug. And I know that's such a hard thing to do. I know it is so painful to go up to somebody and say, I can't do this. I need a hug. I was crying in front of my friend the other day and she asked if she could hug me while I was sobbing. I said, it feels awkward. And it did. I just wanted to, But when she did hug me, my God, I just sobbed in her arms and it felt so fucking good because we need each other. My friends, we need each other. We cannot do this shit alone. This hyper independence is not gonna do it. It's not gonna fix it. You're not gonna cure your depression alone. You're not gonna cure the anxiety alone. In fact, the anxiety is a product of our separation. The depression is a product of our separation as a human race. The reason we feel so fucking low and misunderstood is because we are so far from each other when we need each other the most. We're stuck arguing over politics, politicians that don't work for us, a system that does not support us. Which is better, the one that sucks your blood or the one that eats you whole? Right? It is time for myself and for anybody watching this to recognize we will not win this fight alone. And the fight starts here, in the heart, in the gut, in the mind. It starts inside. It starts inside of us. And we are not going to brave this alone. Yes, your insides can only be reached by you, but we need support and to surround ourselves by love, by loving people in order to get there. And not only do we need to surround ourselves by this, we need to accept when they love us. At a point in my life, I didn't think that I would ever have this much love in it. I was stuck in codependent cycles. So if you're that person who still is like hearing me and is almost bitter by what I'm saying because you're like, well, you found that community. I don't have that. I didn't have that a year ago either. And I didn't have that 2 years ago. And I didn't have that 3 years ago or 4 years ago. Fuck no, I didn't have that 5 years ago. Or any of the years previous. This is all new. I've had this for about 6 fucking months. It's new to me. Accepting the love in my life is new to me. Still learning how to do it. I'll give you updates as I figure out what I'm doing here. It's new. So, how did I get it? I just started being fucking honest with myself.
about what I wanted, what I desired. And I stopped playing in my own face, even though I still do it time to time. There's always more to learn, more masks to remove. Sure, it's not about fixing, though. It's not about it. That's what changed, is I stopped trying to fix myself. I just started being myself, making the things I wanted to make. Wanted to make music, I wanted to make art, so I just started doing that. It's like the most practical advice I can give you is just be fucking you. Learn how to do it if you don't know how. Do it every day. You have to do it consistently. It has to be an everyday thing. Hang out with yourself. Have tea with yourself. Treat yourself like a friend. Take yourself out on a date. Go sit at a tree. Go hug that fucking tree. Go do some exposure therapy. Make yourself look like a fool on purpose because somebody might see you and feel inspired. Go put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. You have to go do the thing. Or if you're someone like me who has a community and has love and is rejecting it, and like, go to the event. Go to your friends. Schedule that fucking sleepover. Doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks from now. That's the only time it aligns. Schedule it and don't fucking back out when it's time. Go do that thing. Go out into the world. Go do make the fucking art. Write the book. Write the poem. Go perform at an open mic. Paint the picture and post it. Or paint the picture and hang it up on your wall. But paint the fucking picture. Draw it. Go collect you some spring water. Go on that adventure. Money is not the fucking issue. If it is, go find the nearest grass patch you can find and put your fucking feet in it. You got access to a phone, right? You're watching me right now? Put on some vibrational binaural beats and take some fucking breaths. Just do the fucking thing. Just do the damn thing. Do the thing. Do it every day. You could start so small. You do not have to do everything. Just do the thing.
A lot of us will sabotage ourselves in fear of change. Because change is painful. Change is death. Change is letting go of things that felt safe. But if they don't feel safe anymore, you may sign your permission slip now to let that shit go. You don't have to do it overnight. Just sign the permission slip in your mind right now to let that shit go. My name is IMOW. I am in my own world, as are you. And our worlds are colliding in this moment because we needed to see each other and witness each other. I am alive because you love me. We are alive because of each other. Capitalist bullshit will convince you otherwise so fast. But we would not be here without each other. So, I'm sending you off with the best thing I know how. I love you so much.